In the Fraser Valley, we're inland, we're always hotter, and now we have no busing.
Patty Macahonic is the executive director of the Ann Davis Transition Society in Chilliwack, which works with women and children escaping violence. She says she's seen several people looking for relief from the heat this week. The city hasn't opened cooling centers, and she says the Fraser Valley transit strike is making it worse.
A woman came in with her 2 children looking for grocery carts on foot. There is no busing, and they looked like they had heat exhaustion. So they were overheated, they were flushed, so we gave them water.
She says she called the city and they passed her on to the assistant fire chief, who said the province's threshold to open cooling centers is when daytime temperatures reach 33 degrees in the day and 17 degrees at night. She thinks that needs to change.
Families are really struggling. They're struggling already. People can't afford cabs. And then now you have the heat coming on top of that.
City News meteorologist Michael Coos says we're seeing hotter and more humid summer weather. Combined with wildfire smoke, the heat can feel oppressive, and it's worse in the Fraser Valley.
We really don't see as much of the cooling effect of the waters of the Pacific Ocean and the Strait of Georgia that we get closer to the coast around Vancouver. The farther east you go out into the Fraser Valley. So it gets hot, it stays warm through the overnights, but when we're looking at 24, 25 degrees, for example, close to the coast, it's often 34, 35 degrees as you get out to the central parts of the valley.
City News reached out to municipal government, which says the city of Chilliwack's current practice is to follow the guidelines in the provincial BC Heat and Response Alert System, or BCHARS, during extreme heat. When Environment and Climate Change Canada issues a heat warning or extreme heat emergency alert following the BCHARS, the city will activate cooling centers and misting stations. Cooling centers operate out of city facilities in addition to public spaces such as libraries, recreation centers, and sports complexes that provide cool spaces all summer. But Macahonic says not everyone can get to those spaces without transit, so the city needs to do more.
My big fear is that we're going to, in the valley here, if we don't do something, we're going to have more deaths and more severe heat-related injuries.
In Chilliwack, Sarah Chu, City News.